Hey there, how there, ho there, Chef Cutter Diamond. Welcome you to yet another PC Replay Baseball video. We are doing our 64 team tournament. Of course, 21 seasons. We did 3 teams per, so that's 63 plus number 64 happening. Just a, and then we had 2 groups of 32, which of course we couldn't do a 64 team within the video. So 2 groups of 32, then 16, and then based off how well you did in your sectionals is what seeding you got. And we got the 32 teams here. We look at the bracket. As you can see, the 1960 Pirates with the big upset over the 1912 Red Sox. The 1977 Phillies got swept by the 1906 Cubs. The 1985 Blue Jays had to win Game 7 against the 47 Yankees. The 93 Giants got swept by the 98 Braves. The 1908 Cubs came back from 3-1 down to beat the 93 White Sox. The 1911 A's crushed the 2016 Cubs. The 1980 Royals lost in 6 to the 71 Tigers. The 69 Orioles with a sweep over the 61 Giants. The 99 Diamondbacks took care of the 55 Dodgers in 6. The 47 Indians swept the 98 Yankees. The 1977 Reds took care of the 77 Yankee counterparts in 6. The 93 Orioles took care of the 24 Washington squad in 6. 85 Cardinals lost in 6 to the 41 Yankees. 47 Dodgers swept the 80 Phillies. The 55 Yankees beat the 79 Orioles in 5. And the 41 Dodgers swept the 95 Indians in 4. So of all that, yeah, only 3 of the lower seeded teams moved on. So anyway, the 1906 Cubs, number 1, beat the number 31 seed 60 Pirates in 6. The 98 Braves, who were number 3, beat the 85 Blue Jays, number 26 in 6. The 1908 Cubs, number 17, beat the 1911 A's, who were ranked number 4 and 5. The 71 Tigers and the 69 Orioles will have to play Game 7. The 99 Diamondbacks and the 47 Indians will have to play Game 7. The 93 Orioles is number 8 swept the 77 Reds, number 13. The 47 Dodgers beat the 41 Yankees 9 over 12 and 6. And the 55 Yankees swept the 41 Dodgers in 4. So we have some matchups to worry about. All right, we're on to Game 7. We are going to do Detroit Baltimore first. Yeah, Detroit, Baltimore based of back there close. So Detroit, Game 7. I think that Northrop should be playing DH. Martin Cash, Stanley Brinkman, and Aurelio. They're up to something. The 69 Orioles. They're going to go with Chico Salmon to DH. You might as well. Here we go.
Replay Radio is live from Baltimore. Top of the first.
69 Orioles and the 71 Tigers. Tom Phoebus gets the game. This start, 12 innings of work, a 6 ERA, but he does have a win, no loss. 27 years old in real life, 14-7. Dick McCaffrey, 5 home runs, 6 RBIs, so basically everything is gold. Davey Johnson, out.
One out, base is empty.
Al Kaline not doing the best. He's batting toward the Mendoza line. Hit to Belanger, and he's out. 2 outs.
2 outs, base is empty.
Not going through his whole season without a double play. Kaline, the big hit scorer. Joe Northrup for RBIs. He's the guy who won the 1968 World Series with the Tigers in that basis triple. And a fly ball to center, next catch, 3 up, 3 down.
It's a 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, I'm going to decline.
Bottom of the first.
Bottom of the first, Mickey Lolich, 2-0, 28 strikeouts at 306. ERA, he's the right guy for the Tigers to win. I think Mickey Lolich, 25 wins in real life at age 30 in that season. Don Buford, 4 home runs, 10 RBIs. He had a walk, a leadoff home run. I think it was game 5. And then here's the pitch. Hit to Aurelio, and out. 1 out.
1 out, base is empty.
Paul Blair, 6 RBIs. 302. Ground ball to Brinkman. Oh, number 2.
2 outs, base is empty.
And we go to Efrog. Craig Robinson, only 2 RBIs, 205. Rare play. If it's a non-number, that's big. It is a 4, so he'll have to run as fast as he can. He has a 60% chance of getting on base. But it's a 6, he's out.
They go down quietly, nothing doing this half inning. Top of the second.
On to the second. Willie Horton, 2 homers, 4 RBIs.
One out, bases empty.
North Cash batting 139. Not good. 120 the AL. And a triple to center field. He won the 61 batting count. That's a triple by Cash of all things. And now
One out,
Freehand,
man on
the
third.
catcher. All he's got to do, well, he's 3 homers. All he has to do is lift one. Lines it to left. Cash is going to go for it. And not short. It's too short.
2 outs,
So
man
now
on third.
Stanley needs an RBI. He's got 3 of them. And he flies to left. And Cash is up 90 feet away.
No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on.
Because the rule for Game 7 is if you give up a run, you have to be taken out the next inning. If you have the lead and you give up a run by a pitcher, then it's discretion. Your discretion.
Bottom of the second.
Bottom of the second, Luke Powell, 17 RBIs. He leads everyone in the playoffs, the 32 in the playoffs. RBIs. But he strikes out.
1 out, bases empty.
Rex Robinson, 293, 2 runs, 8 RBIs. This might be gone.
1 out, man on first.
Chico Salmon made DH today. He had a home run. It's Chico time! It's Chico time!
1 out, bases
Of all
empty.
people, Chico Salmon, his second hit of the playoffs, and that was a tater tot. 2-0. That means Lolich can finish the inning, but he must be taken out. Here's Ellie Hendricks, 2 for 29. And he pops up the Cash. So,
2 outs, bases empty.
Here's Belanger. I know it's Ballinger, but I'm Canadian. That's it. That's it.
2 outs, man on first.
Here's Davey Johnson, really batting below the Mariners line. Belanger's going for it. But he steals it. It's a 6. It's a possible throw in here. Did Freehand fuck this up? It's a 62. Probably not. Nope. So it's just a steal, nothing else.
2 outs, man on second.
Can Davey get something here? To Brinkman, he's gone. But a 2-run shot by Chico Salmon.
2 runs,
They
3
knew what
hits,
they were thinking
and
when
1 left
they
on.
Said, hey, you know what? Let's let Chico DH. Well, he could be a Game 7 hero.
Top of the third.
On to the third. Bottom of the Detroit lineup. Brinkman, 143, but he does have 3 RBIs. And a base hit. Nobody's got a hit.
No outs, man on first.
Aurelio Rodriguez leads the team with 10 RBIs. Price is batting 9th today. 4 home runs. And Sachin.
1 out, man on first.
Here's Picosa. Pops up to second.
2 outs, man on first.
Here's Kaline.
No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. Bottom of the third.
Well, Lolich has to come out. That's the rule. Buford out, and it will be Paranowski. They are desperate. Paranowski's going to come in to pitch. Buford will greet him with...
No outs, man on first.
Yeah, even Buford.
The defense is playing in at the
Miss
corners.
Blair? Buford, he might go for it. And he does. Brienne gives up another stolen base. 2 steals by Purple.
No outs, man on second. The defense is playing in at the corners.
There. Fly ball to the right. Buford will hold. That's
1 out, man on second.
There's Robinson.
1 out, man on first.
You can finish the inning, but you're out for the rest of it. Here's Booth. Fly ball to first. Double play. But a run does score thanks to
One
Greg
run,
Robinson's
2
looping
hits,
single to
and
score
none left
Buford.
on.
They'll have to get rid of
Top of the fourth.
Karanowski. On to the fourth. Here's Norfolk.
Ball 4.
Takes a walk.
Take your base.
No outs, men on first. It's a hit and run.
Heard it. And he grounds to first base. This could be a double play, but Norfolk moves to second. They know they have to.
1 out,
get
men on
the out
second.
because they don't want a first and second with no outs. Here's Cash.
Ball 4.
Takes
Take
a
your
root.
base.
1 out, men on first and second.
First and second for Freehand.
Track 3. You're out.
2 outs, men on first and second.
Here's Stanley. And he flies out, so he was the better.
No runs, no hits, and 2 left on. Bottom of the fourth.
Aronofsky has to come out, and it's going to be Dennehy. He's got 3 appearances. He's 1-0. And a line out to A-Rod.
1 out, base is empty.
Here's Chico.
Track
And
3.
he strikes out this time.
2 outs, base is empty.
Hendricks.
2 outs, men on first.
Batting 097. Here's Belanger. Hit to Brinkman, and possible single. Possible. No, I thought he had it, but nevertheless.
No runs, 1 hit, and
Good
1
job
left
by
on.
Dennehy to get out of the mess.
Top of the fifth.
On to the fifth, and on to Brinkman. Who will pop up to Davey? 1 out.
1 out, base is empty.
Rodriguez. Hit to Boog. Stop on first base.
2 outs, base is empty.
Here's McCaffrey. And he flies out, so Phoebus looking pretty decent.
An easy inning to score. 1, 2, 3.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Bottom of the fifth.
On the fifth for Davey.
Track 3.
Gee.
You're out.
1 out, base is empty.
Here's Buford. Hit to McCaffrey. He out.
2 outs, base is empty.
Here's Blair. And hits it to Brinkman, who's out. So Dennehy doing well in relief.
And just like that, the inning's over.
Just like that, on my desk, there's a black cat.
Top of the sixth.
On to the sixth for K-Line. One drive to gap. Blair will stick it out, and McKayline was looking for a double.
1 out, base is empty.
And we got a double cheeseburger instead. Here's Norfolk.
Track 3. You're out.
2 outs, base is empty.
Hoarded.
Track 3. You're out.
And just like that, the inning's over.
So that's anxious. It's
Bottom of the sixth.
on to the sixth. Kennedy will throw to Robinson.
Ball 4.
No outs, man on first.
With tuning will. Yeah, they'll replace him. And it's going to be Kilkenny will come in. Right, Kilkenny.
Track 3.
He
You're
gets moved
out.
to strikeouts.
1 out, man on first.
Here's Robinson. Efron could score. Make it 4-0.
1 out,
Oh, they
man
got
on
to kick
second.
out Kilkenny then. Gave up the run. There's Chico. Hit to second and possible error. But no. Brooks will sneak to third base with 2 outs.
2 outs, man on third.
Now Hendricks. Can he drive in a run? Nope. Can't. But the Royals score. They're up
1 run,
4-0.
1 hit, and 1 left on.
Detroit will be probably kicking themselves.
Top of the seventh.
Heading on to the 7th. You got more cash. Plate. The right field. still trying to get something going for the Tigers.
No outs, man on second.
And now 3 in. Hit the Davy, he's out. And Cash will go to third base. So Mickey Stanley has another chance to get Cash from third base.
One out,
He failed the first
man
time.
on third.
And grab on the short. Let it first. They'll let the run score. So Mickey Stanley does get an RBI. Let's check the ties. See this can continue. Well, they do have the lead.
Two outs, base is empty.
It's at Baltimore's discretion. Brinkman.
Track 3.
One run, one hit, and none left on. Bottom of the seventh.
Alright, so Tom Timmerman is coming to the plate. Coming to the dish. You know what I mean, Belanger. They'll fly to center. So they're definitely not going to take Phoebus
One out, base is empty.
It's 4-1. They'll be free to take him out whenever they can. Fly ball to center, nice catch by Stanley, 2 down.
Two outs, base is empty.
And here comes Buford.
Ball 4.
Two outs, man on first.
Blair. Line drive towards the gap, and Buford will score. Blair. That means that the Tigers will
Two outs,
change
man
their
on
pitcher
second.
again. Here's Ty Robinson.
Two outs, man on first.
Luke Powell, right on first.
Two outs, men on first and third.
Timmerman better stop right here.
Track 3.
He does. He gets Robinson, but the Orioles put up 2 runs. They're now up 6-1. It looks
2 runs, 3
rosy for
hits,
Baltimore
and
to
2
come
left
back
on.
from 3-0 down and get to the quarterfinals.
Top of the 8th.
On to the 8th. Phoebus will be coming at 6-1. It's practically almost game over. Rodriguez.
One out, base is empty.
Here's McAuliffe. Oh, that was the center, so don't go away yet. This game isn't over.
One out, man on second.
And here comes K-Line. Fly ball to right. I'm actually surprised they wanted to pitch to K-Line.
2 outs, man on second.
You're up 6-1. I mean, you'll be fine. Rare play. It's a good play. It is a 3. So what do we have? We have a 5-2 slow chop for the second base. Infield single. McCarthy will score.
2 outs, man on first.
He was protesting, but McCarthy moved. So now Phoebus is on B grades. I think it's about to. Well, Roy Horton hasn't done anything, so they're gonna let him pitch. Horton hit the second, and he's out. So might as well finish it off. So Phoebus.
1 run, 2
now
hits, and 1 left on.
Wait,
Bottom of the 8th.
6-2. They have to change pitchers, and it will be Hannon who will come in to pitch. Got Chico who hit that home run, but they're gonna say no, and they're gonna put Clay Dipero, finally getting him a bat in the playoffs.
No outs, man on first.
At DH was not the best idea. Ellie Hendricks not batting that well. They're going to yank him, and it's going to be Reddermans coming in. 1 for 8. And he flies out to the left. So 1 down.
1 out, man on first.
Ballinger. Yep, they'll let him hit. And he flies to key line. 2 down. And now you've got Davey Johnson.
2
He's
outs,
batting
man on
below
first.
200, so you might as well get him out. And it's going to be Bobby Floyd. Why not? You're up by 4. At the first base, it would have been Etchebarren, but I guess. No runs.
No runs,
But Clay
1
Dipero
hit,
did get
and
a
1
hit.
left on.
So,
Top of the 9th.
top of the 9th. New second base will be Floyd, and a new catcher will be Etchebarren. He'll do the center. You got Cash, Freehand, and Stanley. Cash has done well today. Phoebus, you might as well.
Track 3.
That's Cash.
One out, bases empty.
Finish it off. Bird play, is it the right number? Nope. Freehand will have a 50-50 chance. A low number, he's safe. High number, he's out. It's a single big freehand. Now you got Mickey Standard.
One out, man on first.
We're gonna let him hit.
Ball 4.
And he'll walk first and second. I think it's a save situation now. I think it is.
One out, men on first and second.
And Brinkman is gonna come out. Yeah, Brinkman can't hit for beans. Gates Brown is gonna come in. He's 4 for 18 now. It's gonna have a first and second. Well, it's 62. You might as well. Base hit by Gates. And freehand will score. It's 6-3, and that is
One out, men on first and third.
They are going to intentionally walk A-Rod to get to McAlpha. Bases are loaded, and that's going to be it for Phoebus.
One out, bases loaded.
Phoebus is out. Eddie Watt is going to come in right. Eddie Watt's going to come in for his second save opportunity. McAlpha. Who drives the right field? Robinson will not get it. It's a base hit by McAlpha. 1 is in. 2 is in. McAlpha. He's at 6-5.
One out, men on first and third. They brought the infield in.
They're going to intentionally walk K-line to get to Northrup. Yeah, they're going to walk K-line to get to Northrup.
One out,
is dangerous.
bases loaded. They brought the infield in.
So they need to have a ground ball.
Track 3.
2 outs, bases loaded.
He needs a hit.
Track 3.
Look at it! Oh, 6-5, baby.
Wins a close one.
Win the Tigers.
From all of us at Replay Games, thanks for playing.
The Baltimore Orioles survived 6-5 in the Tigers. Well, a 3-0 series lead. They thought they had it because Detroit was too brilliant on Phoebus, but not so fast. Phoebus wins. He beats Lolich. Watt kicks up save number 2, and Phoebus is the MVP. I don't think he will be. Tigers, 5 runs on 8 hits, 8 left on, 3 for 12 runs per possession. Orioles, 6 runs, 11 hits, 6 left on base, 2 for 7. Tom Phoebus goes to 2-0. I know he gave up 5 runs, but anyway, Eddie Watt picks up the save, his second. Lolich lost. Paranowski, Dennehy, Kilkenny, Timmerman, and Hannon all had to come in because remember, you give up a run, you're pretty much done for. So that's what happened. We look at the series stats, and the Tigers outscored the Orioles 26-23, and yet still lost in 7. They won 6-0 and 1-0 in Baltimore, so it looked like the Tigers were going to take care of Baltimore. They won 8-7 in Game 3. Game 4 was when the Orioles came through in the 7th inning and made it 1-7-5, and then 1-0 and 2-1 in the 6th, and 6-5 in Game 7. So the Tigers lose 3 straight times by 1 run. So practically the Orioles scored 23 runs in 7 games, but thankfully that's enough. The heroes, well, for the Tigers, Aurelio Rodriguez, 3 home runs, 6 RBIs, and Dick McCaffrey, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. 71 Tigers, well, Dave Boswell pitched an 8 inning and a third and gave up 4 runs, so he was the loser. And his ERA 108. Lolich and Coleman and Dennehy were winners, but in the more popular way, they didn't get there. The 69 Orioles, the RBI king was Boog Powell with 9 RBIs. Chico Salmon with 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. Chico, both his hits, Chico only has 2 hits in the postseason, and they both were home runs. So he did his job. McNally, Cuellar, Phoebus, and Palmer. All the starters got the wins. No relief work. Well, the relievers were 0-1. They did do a couple of saves. Well, 2 saves by Watt, 1 by Hall. So they knew that the bullpen had to work out. And for Detroit, they were up 3-0, and then they blew it. Yeah, I think Game 4 there was a thing. So let's run back to Game 4. Yeah, they lost 7-5. Well, it was 3-2 Detroit, and then well, actually Detroit was up 3-0. I think that's when Lolich had like a no hitter going. Yeah, Lolich had a no hitter going, I believe. And then Baltimore charged back in the seventh. Buford Blair doubled, Everett walked, Powell and Robinson with back-to-back singles make it 3-2. And then Belanger walked. They went with Boswell to pitch. Davies singled Belanger the second. Buford intentionally walked to get to Blair, who got safe on a fielder's choice. And then Frank Robinson popped up. And then Boog Powell came in with a grand slam off of Boswell. And that started the end of their descent. 7-5. They lost 1-0 and 2-1. And in the end, it was over. So, yeah, that's what happened. They were doing so well, but then they choked. 69 Orioles. Well, the 69 Orioles swept San Francisco quite easily, and then were having troubles with Detroit. They almost swept and then got swept, but then they won 7-5, 1-0, 2-1, 6-5. Of course, that whole grand slam by Boog Powell saved them. So let's look at the bracket. The number 5 seed survives. So it is 1, 3, 17, 5, 8, 9, 11. So if I look at things correctly, okay, so here's the situation. If Arizona wins, they're in the road team. The 1908 Cubs face the 1906 Cubs. That means that the 99 Diamondbacks will head to Atlanta to face the 98 Braves. Which then means that the 55 Yankees will face the 69 Orioles, with the 69 Orioles having possession, and the 47 Dodgers will have to visit the 93 Orioles to start that series. Now, if Cleveland wins, here's what happens. Well, the 1908 Cubs and 1906 Cubs, my worst nightmares come true because they're only 2 years apart. They'll have to face each other in the quarterfinals. The 55 Yankees Cleveland wins. 55 Yankees will have to head to Atlanta to face the 98 Braves. That means that the 47 Dodgers will have to head to Baltimore to face the 69 Orioles, and the 47 Indians would host the 93 Orioles to start the quarterfinals. So we know one matchup for sure. It's the Battle of Chicago. All right, here we go. Arizona, Cleveland. Remember, Game 7 rules are in effect. Arizona, going with this lineup. Gilkey's a 250 batter. No. Cleveland, their lineup. That coach, Hal Pack. How's Hal Pack done? Boudreaux, Bob Lemon. Bob Lemon at DH. No way. They're going to go with Lopez. I would go with like Conway, but no. No, they're going to go with Al Lopez. Hal Pack in right field. Means that Hank Edwards. No. How's Pack doing? I wonder how Pack is doing. Pack is 231 home and 2 RBIs. No, they're going to go with Hank Edwards in right field. And like Peck hasn't really done much.
Replay Radio is live from Cleveland. Top of the first.
Tigers win the first 3, then lose the last 4. Red Embry 2-0 with 16 strikeouts at a 2.4 ERA. In the playoffs, in real life, he was 8-10 as a 29er. Arizona starts Tony Womack leading off 356 with 7 RBIs. Next to Gordon, and he out. 1 out.
1 out, bases empty.
And now here's Jay Bell batting below the Mendoza line. Now the Boudreaux, out number 2.
2 outs, bases empty.
Hugo coming in. 5 RBIs, 39. If it's a Boudreaux, he out. So 3 quick outs.
They go down quietly, nothing doing this half inning. Bottom of the first.
Bottom of the first. Eddie Benz, 0-2 with a 7.15 ERA. This could be the Diamondbacks' nightmare come true. 31 years old in real life, 13 wins. He'll face Dale Mitchell, 231 with 1 RBI. And he grounds out Bell to lead, 1 down.
1 out, bases empty.
Matkovich, a pair of RBIs. He flies to home, 2 down.
2 outs, bases empty.
Hank Everett's 3 RBIs. They put him at right field. I don't trust Pat. Doesn't work. He flies out.
An easy inning to score. 1, 2, 3.
Lemon squeezy.
Top of the second.
On to the second. Matt Williams, who hit the cherry on the Sunday home run yesterday. Home run, 2 RBIs. Deep fly, trying to go deep again, but not this time.
1 out, bases empty.
Steve Finley, 14 RBIs, 6 home runs. He had like 5 of them against the 55 Dodgers. Now he's striked out.
Track 3.
2 outs, bases empty.
Maybe sweet, 3 RBIs.
Ball 4.
He'll take a walk.
2 outs, men on first.
Damian Miller, 4 RBIs, 308.
Track 3.
No runs, no hits, and 1 left on. Bottom of the second.
On the second for Boudreaux, 2 RBIs. He's the player manager, by the way. Bell to lead, 1 out.
1 out, bases empty.
There's Eddie Robinson, 4 for 36, but he does have 4 RBIs. And Grandmother Williams, who gets him out.
2 outs, bases empty.
Joe Gordon, 4 RBIs, the former Yankee icon.
Ball 4.
2 outs, men on first.
He might be in trouble. It's a 6-3, so he's going to try a steal. And he steals. Joe Gordon swipes to second base.
2 outs, men on second.
Where's Keltner? Keltner flies to center. Finley makes the catch, and Gordon's left at second.
No runs, no hits,
Keltner has
and
3
1 left
RBIs
on.
a team of 7.
Top of the third.
On to the third. Tony Bautista, who has actually been improving quite a bit. 3 RBIs. Under the gap, and Edwards will snag it. Nice job by Edwards. Bautista
1 out, bases empty.
There's Colburn, 5 RBIs.
Ball 4.
And he will take a walk. Yeah.
1 out, men on first.
Here's Tony Womack. Fly ball, but Matkovich reads it. 2 down.
2 outs, men on first.
For a Bell. Into the shortstop, and ooh. Yep.
No runs, no hits, and 1 left on. Bottom of the third.
On the third, Hagen. 6 for 32. They don't really have another catcher. That's at the Bautista, who gets him out.
1 out, bases empty.
Al Lopez made to be DH because of his RBIs. They figured
Track
that
3.
beat him. But he strikes out from ends.
2 outs, bases empty.
Mitchell. And he gets his first hit of the day for 3.
2 outs, men on first.
Matkovich. And he gets him.
2 outs, men on first and second.
Here's Edwards. Eddie flies out. They had a chance.
No runs, 2 hits,
They may
and
have
2 left on.
Arizona beat him. I know.
Top of the fourth.
Cleveland knows they'll be on home turf if they win. Arizona knows they're on the road if they have to win. They go to Atlanta. 47 Cleveland will host the 93 Orioles. Baltimore has, I think, is the only team, the only franchise that'll have 2 teams in the quarterfinals is Baltimore of all places. Here's Lugo.
Ball 4.
And he'll take a walk.
No outs, men on first.
Here's Matt Williams. He will fly to left.
1 out, men on first.
Finley. Into the second, and they'll force her to second. Sometimes that's the best thing to do.
2 outs, men on first.
Here's Lee.
Ball 4.
He'll walk as well. first and second. Let's see if Miller can do something here.
2 outs, men on first and second.
And he will ground out. Embry does his job.
No runs, no hits, and 2 left on. Bottom of the 4th.
Here's Boudreaux. And he will ground out Benz to lead. So, pitcher the first.
1 out, bases
ground
empty.
out. To end a half inning, and 1-3 ground out to start inning. Robinson. Deep fly, but Finley makes the catch shoot down.
2 outs, bases empty.
Here's Gordon. And he lines out, so Benz does his job.
It's a 1-2-3 inning.
Gonna make mine.
Top of the 5th.
Under the 5th for Batista. Gets it to Gordon, and possible error. No, sir.
1 out, bases empty.
Here's Colburn. Looking right to right field, and no, that's a hit. Colburn breaks up the load from Embry. Nice job, though. He almost went 2
1 out, man on
times
first.
through the order without giving up a hit. Womack hits it to Gordon, and that's a big 4-6-3 Money in the Bank.
No runs, 1 hit, and none left
can't
on.
Score again.
Bottom of the 5th.
Onto the 5th. Keltner will fly to left.
1 out, bases empty.
Hagen will...
1 out, man on first.
Lopez.
Track 3.
Victor.
You're out.
2 outs, man on first.
Mitchell will single.
2 outs, men on first and third.
Can Metkovich get a hit? He sure can. He doesn't. If Metkovich gets an RBI, it's 1-0.
2 outs,
Oh,
men
by
on
the
first
way,
and second.
I think they forgot. Well, now you guys will have to see that Benz has to come out because he gave up a run. Here's Edwards. Not this time. So now the bases are juiced.
2
for
outs, bases
Boudreaux.
loaded.
The player manager needs to do something. So another single.
2 outs, bases
So
loaded.
Cleveland's getting little hits. Here's Eddie. The Robinsons. Hit to third base and is that an error? It was a lead. It was a lead.
2 outs, bases loaded.
Where's Gordon? Yeah, Ben's is in trouble. No freaking way.
He now has 4 RBIs today.
Grand song, la 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 me.
2 outs, bases empty.
Well, it's a good thing he went to Cleveland from the Yankees. He's put the hurt on Andy Benz, and yeah, I guess only 2 when he started Game 7. He was doing so well. So long, farewell, Peterson. Amori Telemaco is coming into the game. Here's Keltner. And he flies out to right. But Cleveland strikes big in the 5th.
7 runs, 5 hits, 1 error, and none left on. Top of the 6th.
Onto the 6th. Brad Embry is still staying around. Here's Bell. Hit the shortstop, and possible error. Not happening.
1 out, bases empty.
Here's Hugo.
Track 3.
2 outs, bases empty.
Here's Williams. He lines out, so Embry looking pretty good through 6.
It's a 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the mine.
Bottom of the 6th.
Now Telemaco does not have to come out because he came in within, like, they wanted to make the pitching change within the inning. That's fine by all means.
1 out, bases empty.
He's gonna. Oh no! Oh, they strictly said 3 batters, even if it's like multiple innings. Okay. And a fly ball to the left by Lopez. So yeah, I couldn't get rid of Telemaco.
2 outs,
if I
bases
wanted
empty.
to. Here's Mitchell, and he flies out to right. So Telemaco doing pretty well.
It's a 1-2-3 inning.
I think Telemaco was traded to Philly as well alongside Travis Lee for Kershaw.
Top of the 7th.
1, 2, 3. I'm gonna make 9. Here's Finley.
Ball 4.
Takes a walk.
No outs, man on first.
Here's Lee, and he walks. Embry's losing it, but he's got a 7-run lead, so
No outs,
anything's
men on
possible.
first and second.
Track 3.
1 out, men on first and second.
2-step. Rambo the third, and a double play. 5-4-3 round the horn.
That's their second
So
double
Philly
play
wins.
turn today.
Bruins, Arizona again.
No runs, no hits, and 1 left on. Bottom of the 7th. No outs, men on first.
Here's Edwards. Deep fly to center. In a sense, I think
1
they're
out,
glad
man
that
on first.
They decided to go with Edwards instead of Pat. I would be. Here's Boudreaux. Rambo the short, double play. I'll look up the one, not the other.
2 outs, men on first.
I think they're gonna take Telemaco out. Yeah, they're gonna take him out. And Nunez is gonna come in to pitch. He has a save.
Track
In the
3.
postseason.
You're
He strikes out Robinson. Doesn't matter.
No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on.
Under the 8th.
Top of the 8th.
Here's Colbert.
Ball 4.
He'll take a walk. And he's giving up a lot of walks. But, I mean, when you look at
No
the
outs, men on
runs
first.
column, you'll understand. Here's Womack. Rambo the short. He'll get the force at second. Sometimes it's a good thing. Who's check? Well, they said he's okay. So
1 out, man on first.
he nods his head. He says, well, finish it off, Tiger. Who's Bell?
Track 3. You're
2 outs, man on first.
Lugo to second base. And he's out. So Embry does his job.
No runs, no hits, and 1 left on. Bottom of the 8th.
7-0. Cleveland is going to just empty the bench. Larry Doby is coming in. Might as well empty the bench. We're up 7-0. And a fly ball to left.
1 out, bases empty.
Here comes Keltner. There goes Keltner. It's going to be Sepkowski who will come in. And he will foul out to third. 2 down.
2 outs, bases empty.
And Hagen's gone. It will be Conway who will come in and pinch hit. Not too early ice. And he grounds to second, and he's out. It doesn't matter. Might as well just enter the bench.
An easy inning to score. 1-2-3.
7-0.
Top of the
Cleveland.
9th.
Headed to the 9th. Third base will now be taken over by Conway. Second base will be taken over by Doby. And behind the plate, it's going to be Waskowski because Lopez is the DH. So now you got Williams, Finley, and Lee coming to the plate. Pitch. And that's a strikeout for Williams.
1 out, bases empty.
Here's Game 7. Here's Steve Finley. Safety foul! Up one. Fins up. Fins up. Oh, you're loving it. I'll get you home.
1 out, bases empty.
There's the home run power of Steve Finley. Why the heck didn't we see it against Cleveland? So Embry is going to continue against Lee. Why not? Third base, and he's up 2-0. You might as well. I mean, dude, you're up 7-1.
2 outs, bases empty.
And they tell Embry, there's no one in the bullpen. Miller flies to right. Cleveland avoids the choke.
Wins the game
They
easily.
take out Arizona.
Goodbye, everybody.
A 7-1 win. 7 runs in the 5th inning. Embry goes to 3-0. Great job by him. Andy Benz drops to 0-3. The Diamondbacks are 7-3 without him. And Red Embry is your MVP. Arizona, 1 run on 2 hits and an error. We have 6 left on base. Cleveland, 7 runs on 8 hits, 4 left on base. But look at this, 2 hits. Arizona only had 2 hits. A looping single by Colburn in the 5th and a home run by Finley in the 9th. That's it. The Diamondbacks ran out of juice, I think. Methinks. Look at this. George Matkowitz, 3 hits. He had more hits than Arizona combined. And Dale Mitchell had as many as the Diamondbacks did with 2. Edwards, Boudreaux, and Gordon all had only 1 hit each. But Gordon's was the important one because that was a grand salami. Embry goes to 3-0. Zero depths to 169. Benz just couldn't do it. Telemaco and Nunez did okay, but in the end it wasn't. Series stats. Look at that. Just like the other series, Baltimore was outscored in the 7-game series. The Diamondbacks outscored Cleveland 27-18, and yet they lose. They lose. Cleveland won 2-1, 3-1, 3-2. So basically, it was just tight to the finish. And then Arizona won 7-2, 9-1, 6-0. So the first 3 games, Cleveland outscored Arizona 8-4. The middle 3 games, Arizona outscored Cleveland 22-3. But Cleveland scored 7 runs. They hadn't scored more than 3 runs in any game against Arizona in the first 6 games, and then they put up 7, not only scoring as many runs. Well, here's the thing. Cleveland scored 6 runs from games 3 to 6. So in their last 4 games, they scored 6 runs. They scored 7 in 1 game. Nevertheless, RBIs, Tony Womack, 5 RBIs for the Diamondbacks. Barajas had 4. Yeah, Steve Finley had 2 home runs, but yeah, Barajas had 4. He had that grand slam in game 6, I think. Game 5, I like to say. Yeah, and he only had 2 at bats and all that. Pitching wise, Andy Bennett just couldn't do it. He had 3.86 ERA. They had a good ERA, 1.8. No one really did terribly pitching. So yeah, they had a 1.8 ERA, and yet they still fucking lost the series. Ready to. Nevertheless, Cleveland, the RBI's king was Joe Gordon with that grand slam. He had 4 RBIs. George Matkowitz and Hank Edwards both with 3 RBIs. Yeah, I didn't trust Peck, and I was right. So yeah, Gordon's grand slam made him the most RBIs against Arizona in 1 swing. 4 RBIs. In the meantime, Cleveland's pitching, Embry went 2-0. Bob Feller even lost a game. Gatto lost. Gromack, Roger Wolf, Wes Willis. Their ERA was a bit off, but they still did what they did. Kuzawa gave up 2 runs in like no innings. So that's it. Now here's what we know. It will be the Battle of Chicago, 1908 Cubs against 1906 Cubs. That's actually going to be awkward because you have both teams with players from the same team, so there'll have to be some changes. The 1955 Yankees will now have to face the 98 Braves. The 47 Dodgers will play the 69 Orioles in Baltimore, and the other Baltimore team, the 93 team, will go to Cleveland to face the 47 Indians, so they'll have home field. So the question on everyone's lips will be, who's got the advantage, if you will? Well, it all starts there. You got the 1908 Cubs, who are 8-4. Remember, that's the same team. So anyway, the 1908 Cubs, look at their stuff. They were down 3-1 to the 93 White Sox. It looked like they were going to get ass whipped. But somehow, in some way, they scored 3 wins despite scoring only 4 runs. They went old-time baseball, dead ball baseball. And then they used dead ball baseball to take out the A's with shutouts twice. So they got to face the 1906 Cubs. The 1906 Cubs are 8-2. They swept the 77 Phillies without a close game. And then they lost game 1 to Pittsburgh. No big deal. They won the next 3. They lost game 5 on a Hal Smith tater tot. But they still won 3-0 at home. So, they're happy as can be. The 1955 Yankees took 4 out of 5 from the 79 Orioles. It was no big deal. And then the 41 Dodgers, they swept through. So they've won 5 in a row. The funny thing is, in those 5 wins, the largest margin of victory is 3. So they haven't crushed anyone yet. They now have to face the 98 Braves for their pitching. So the 98 Braves are 8-2. Oh, not to mention the 55 Yankees are the best of the quarterfinals by win-loss records. They've only lost once in 2 series. The 98 Braves swept the 93 Giants aside, proving that they couldn't get to the playoffs if they wanted to. They did beat the Blue Jays in Game 1, lost Game 2, lost Game 4. The 85 Blue Jays held them. It was 2-2, but the Blue Jays choked, only scoring 1 run in the final 2 games while giving up only 4. Only 4. And then the 47 Dodgers. Oh, shit. What am I doing? Yeah, the 47 Dodgers. Yeah, they swept. Oh, they swept the 1980 Phillies. I see. So, yeah, Game 4 was a blowout. And then they were 2 for now with the 41 Yankees, 2-2, but they won games 4, 5, and 6 by a combined score of 10-3 over the 41 Yankees. And then the 69 O Dogs, they swept the 61 Giants, who somehow got in, and then they got beaten up by the 71 Tigers. They couldn't score on home turf. They lost 8-7 in Game 3, and it was like game, set, match. But then Game 4 happened when they had the grand slam by Boot Powell that saved them. They were 175. They ended up winning 1-0, 2-1, 6-5. So they had to win 3 tight games against the 71 Tigers, and they did it. They moved on to the quarter. 93 Orioles. They were down 2-1 to the 24 Senators, but won 3 games quite comfortably. And then they crushed Cincy. Well, 3 out of 4. Game 3 was close, but 77 Reds. So they've won 7 in a row. So they have the longest winning streak. The 93 Orioles do. The 47 Indians, well, they swept the 98 Yankees, the so-called best team ever. And then they had a 3-0 series lead over the 99 Diamondbacks, up 8-4 by runs. And then the 99 Diamondbacks decided, let's have some fun and beat the tar out of Cleveland. And they did. They outscored Cleveland 22-3. But then Cleveland turned the tables on Arizona with a 7-1 win. So if I were to, how do I, well, in a sense, handicap this series, I would probably give the advantage to the 1906 Cubs. Well, they have Brown, Fister, Lundgren, and against Roebuck, Brown, and Fister. So yeah, so Roebuck for the 1908 squad was pitching Carl Lundgren for the 1906 squad in the rotation. But I think I got to give it to the 1906 Cubs. The 55 Yankees, well, let's see. They have a 3-man rotation, right? Yeah, they're going with a 3-man rotation. Both teams 3-man rotations. And the weird thing is, none of the starters lost a game. So I think I'm going to probably have to give the Braves a little bit of an advantage. The 98 Braves, Maddox, Glavine, and Nagel versus Turley, Ford, and Byrne. But I think the Braves might pull it off. The 47 Dodgers, well, they go with a 3-man rotation. Everyone goes with a 3-man rotation. Haddon, Branca, Lombardi versus McNally, Cuellar, and Phoebus. But I'm personally going to say Baltimore because Tom Phoebus is probably the X factor in this thing. After all, what he did in Game 7. And the 93 Orioles, 47 Cleveland. They go with 3-man rotation. McDonald, Venezuela, Sutcliffe versus Feller, Black, and Embry. Personally, uh, I might give it to Baltimore. Personally, I'll give the 93 Orioles kind of the upset. If you want a team for an upset, I say the 93 Orioles are going to pull off a little bit of an upset over Cleveland. Cleveland may have exhausted themselves in 7 games. The 93 Orioles might pull it. So if everything goes according to plan, my predictions, we have 1, 3, 5, 8. And no, it will not be a battle of Baltimore. The 93 Orioles would face the 1906 Cubs, and Atlanta would host the 69 Orioles. So that's what I'm predicting. I'm predicting the status quo except for Baltimore, Cleveland. I think the 93 squad could pull a rabbit out of their hat. So that's all I've got. So we'll have fun with the quarterfinals on Monday. You know, Sunday is a traditional day of rest. So Sunday I'll be doing other stuff in lieu of PC Replay Baseball. Hey, anyhow, I'm Jeff Diamond. Adieu.